Hello students, we are going to study the different air pollution and the different air pollutants which can be controlled by different methods. So in this we are going to discuss the different contents of gaseous pollution control using absorber and gaseous pollution control using catalytic converter. So we'll start with the gaseous pollution control using absorber. The gaseous criteria pollutants as well as volatile organic compounds and other gaseous air toxics are controlled by means of three basic techniques. We are going to control these gaseous pollutants as well as the volatile organic compounds by some of the three basic concepts. One will be absorption, adsorption and incineration, or we say it as the combustion. Absorption, it will be said that whatever the material, if I am going to give you some example like water and the salt or the sugar. If you are going to add full glass of water with a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of salt or 1 teaspoon of sugar, it starts mingling with each other. In the sense, the water, it's been absorbed all this sugar and the salt. Similarly, when it comes to adsorption, it is the substances which is going to just settle on the surface of the material. Just like if you are going to apply the powder on your face, we say it as the adsorption. Similarly, the incineration in the sense, whatever the material is there, we are going to burn it, and if that burning we are going to check it out using saying that whatever the burnt material it will be there, it will be evaporated and we will be cooling it down and we will be settling it. We use it for other purposes. We said that as the combustion or the incineration. So we'll discuss in the context of air pollution control. Absorption involves the transfer of a gaseous pollutant from the air into a contacting liquid such as water. As I have given you the example, here the water, it will be absorbing the pollutant from the gas. Next, we have different instruments for absorption technique: wet scrubber and the packed scrubber. These described above for controlling suspended particles may be used for gas absorption. A common type of packed scrubber is the counter current tower. The liquid absorbent flows downward and is uniformly spread throughout the column packing. These devices usually have gas removal efficiency of 90 to 95%. So this is about the wet scrubber and the packed scrubber. We will go to flue gas desulfurization. The name itself says the gas, the flue in the sense it is the bad gas which leads to some of the allergies and even it leads to the death. We use the sulfur, we use this instrument to desulfurize whatever the sulfur content which has been present in the air. We reduce it using this instrument. The sulfur dioxide in the flue gas from fossil fuel power plants can be controlled by means of an absorption process called flue gas desulfurization. Flue gas desulfurization systems may involve wet scrubbing or dry scrubbing. Among these two, anyone they will be using it for the technique. In wet FGD systems, flue gases are brought in contact with an absorbent which can be either a liquid or slurry of solid material. Here the liquid or the medium which absorbs the flue gas, it will be the liquid, purely liquid, or we will be making a slurry. In the sense we are going to add 2 or more materials to prepare the liquid of the solid material. In dry FGD systems, the absorbent is dry pulverized lime or limestone. Once absorption occurs, the solid particles are removed by means of baghouse filters. In the dry FGD system, the absorbent is lime or the limestone, and the flue gas, whatever the gas, the waste gas, it will be passing through it and it will be absorbed, and whatever the material which is being absorbed, that material we will be separating it by baghouse filtrations. Next we will be watching what are these gaseous pollution control using catalytic converter. A catalytic converter is an exhaust emission control device that reduces toxic gases and pollutants in exhaust gas from an internal combustion engine by catalyzing a redox reaction. There are 4 types of catalytic converter. They are two-way in the sense oxidation, sometimes called as oxycat. Catalytic converter has 2 simultaneous tasks. One is oxidation of carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide. 2CO plus O2 will give you 2CO2. Similarly, the oxidation of hydrocarbons, which is unburnt and the partially burnt fuel, to carbon dioxide and water. Just like CxH2x plus 2, 2x plus 2 plus 3x plus 1 by 2 times O2 will give you x times CO2 plus x plus 1 times H2O. It is the combustion reaction. Next, there is 3-way. This 3-way catalytic converter has the additional advantage of controlling the emission of nitric oxide and nitrogen dioxide, which are precursors to acid rain and smog. These are the 2 gaseous pollutants which leads to acidic rain, as well as with the company of sulfuric acid. And this 3-way catalytic converter will help in reducing these 2 gaseous pollutants from the air. And next, diesel engines. For compression ignition in diesel engines, the most commonly used catalytic converter is the diesel oxidation catalyst. This you might be studying in your science subject, where the diesel engines will help in reducing the fossil fuels oxidation chamber, will help in oxidizing the diesel, and will helps in converting itself to when it is being combustible, the byproduct it will be releasing directly as carbon dioxide, not the carbon monoxide. Lean burned spark ignition engines. These are the different engine instruments which helps in reducing the carbon monoxide as the byproduct. It will be helping to release more carbon dioxide, as well as it reduces the black smoke which comes out of the vehicles. Even if there is any mixture of kerosene in the diesel or the petrol, even there is any presence of lead, these oxidizing chambers, the lean burned spark ignition engines or the diesel engines, will help in reducing these extra material which is present in the petroleum products, and those will be removed by some or the other methods without combusting those harmful materials. Next, we will be understanding the gaseous pollution apparatus. The one is absorber on the left side and the catalytic converter on the right side. This is one type of the absorber. It is similarly one type of the electrostatic catalyst. Similarly, there is one more. This is the catalytic converter. Here, the similar way this will be working as the lastly said. The particulate pollution control apparatus. So this ends the video. Thank you.